Don't go setting the place on fire, okay?
I'm spoken for, so don't get any ideas.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. Sounds good. Be careful.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? I don't have to take that from you. I'll skin you alive.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more sad this land seems.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynes Grove this time. If you...
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home.
Traitor!
Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Hmm? Need something? Yes? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly.
It is a shame.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. It's been a good week, my boy. Loud customers mean good cheer, and good cheer means a full till.
Someday, a gallant
You know, I had to
hero
retire
will
and leave
ride
you to
out
run the
and take
skeever,
me
son.
away.
Welcome to
Someday.
the Winking Skeever, friend.
There's a whole world out there.
Remember
I
the
wanna
Winking
see.
Skeever next time you're
I
footsore.
could run the skeever. You even said I'm almost as smart as you.
Don't... Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Yes, what do you need? Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Windhelm is little better than a slum. It's shameful that the dark... Guilds are made to live that way.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had any news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
I heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least...
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir.
I'm sure they're exaggerating. They're probably trying
Please,
to scare us into
help
giving
yourself
them more
to more
money
wine.
and influence, so they can save us from the dragon's threat. It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. May wisdom light your path.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. We have a relationship of mutual respect. I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone.
I suppose so, yes.
To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party. Until next time.
I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
Call if you have need of me.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It
See
is
that
the heart.
disgusting drunk over
May
there?
wisdom light your
I hope
path.
you're enjoying yourself.
East Empire Company, believe it or not.
One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
This war won't last much longer.
The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob.
Of course
this
not.
War won't last much
One does
longer.
not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale
Well, there
bread.
may be nothing to it, but
This
I've
is only a
heard feud between
taste
the
of the
Greymane
benefits
and
that
the
accrue to
Battleborns and
those
Whiteborns grown
that
ugly.
align themselves with
Frolly
Thalmor
Greymane is
interests.
convinced that the Battleborns have abducted
Quite
one of her
often,
sons.
yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors.
With
Do
the
enjoy
soldiers
yourself.
fighting in the war,
What does a
nobody
fellow
hunted
need to
down the
do to get a
bandits.
drink around here?
Travel has become dangerous of late.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
It sounds too good to be true. I'll wager it was Ulfric himself that started the rumor. Maybe he thought
I need
the
another
Lords were
drink.
recruitment